Good morning, my loves. Good morning, good morning. Um, what's up? Happy Friday. I am just sitting here having my morning brew and it's delicious. Today I wanted to come in and talk to you guys about one really precious, sacred reason why I move, perhaps a tool or a path that I use to through movement is to lose myself. So when I'm moving, I'm often moving to music. And if I'm lucky, if I'm in a certain space of being, I can just let the music move through me. Like I become a channel for the vibration of the music to move through my body. When this happens, and I don't need music for it to happen, it's mostly just getting out of my mind. So when I get out of my mind and allow essentially source or spirit to move through my body, I just move in the most delicious, intuitive ways. There's this beautiful thing that happens when I get that access point, either through music or just through really bringing myself inwards, which is I lose my mind, I lose my thoughts. And for me, that's so important because I think that we're so full of thoughts and information and constantly cloudy up in the mind. To have a way to kind of like reconnect to yourself by releasing all of the muck is so important. So I move to lose myself. And by losing myself, I find myself. And this sounds a little like what. But I swear there's this beautiful gift of just letting go and letting yourself be in flow, allowing source, allowing spirit, whatever you want to call it, allowing divine connection to move you in whatever way is intuitive and natural to you. So we're going to try that a little bit. That's kind of like all I have to speak to, because for me it's so profound, because I just realize how much I'm up in my head. I'm always thinking, I'm always in another space or being, and to have a way through my body to bring me back into this moment and to release the cloud of the mind and just to kind of dial into feeling and sensation and really luxuriating in those in the opportunity to feel is so sacred to me. So a couple of tips and tools to start this for yourself is to create a sacred space. I mean, my space right now is a little bit set up to record videos, so it's not that in its sacredness right now, but sacred space, create that. And another thing you're going to want to do is put on some really good music, make it sound big, right? Let it consume you. Let the vibration like infiltrate into your cells, so that you're actually moving with the music. And if you don't want to move with music, another beautiful tool is to just shut your eyes, go inside, and allow yourself to be moved. Release your mind. The more you think, the more you're not connected to your body, the more you're not connected to the present moment in this experience that's happening right in here. And so release the mind. What does that mean? Breathe. It means connect. It means pay attention. Like really come on in, so we're just gonna try one little cool practice, which I've been like so obsessed with lately. It's just juicy and free and delicious, and so we'll start this Friday morning with a little bit of that. So I love you, and you can be on a mat or just on your seat. We're not gonna do anything too crazy. It's just gonna look like this. Okay, so with your hands just on, and this is a practice that you're really, it's not about watching what somebody else is doing. While that is nice and can give you inspiration, it can give you information through observing the other, but really this is about an internal experience of connecting to yourself. So with the hands to the top of the thighs, you can just start to roll through the spine, making these big circles. You can go really slow or really subtle. It could be so minuscule, the movement, like you're barely moving. Or it could be like a little bit more expanded, opening. And as you start to move through the rib space, just let the belly stay soft. And then maybe the head starts to roll. And so it starts to turn into this like wave of motion. And you can just really start to get juicy, feel. Noticing any places that feel a little bit constricted. Working with things that feel like gliding and sliding. Opening, undulating, rising, falling. And so as you can see, it's really quite just juicy. Just this experience of moving within your body from a seat. And where do you go? You could perhaps fold forward and curl back in. Letting this undulation ripple through your spine. Almost like this wave. You can let your shoulders soften, your head soften. Maybe the arms start to float forward. Maybe they start to dance up towards the sky. Maybe you start to make some big circle rotations. And really just allowing yourself to be inward here. Moving like your body is wild, free, uninhibited. Just expressing through your breath, through movement that feels so juicy, so tuned to your own body experience. Where do you move to? Where do you want to go? You can stretch the arms forward to the sides, up to the sky. You can connect your fingertips, a little gliding of the ribs side to side. And shoulders, start to move them. And switch your direction. Notice that there's always like a direction that we're so much more fluid and like meow meow with, but you can really just start to play into the places that maybe are a little more crunchy or a little bit more awkward, and try and find your flow, right? Just usually the places that feel a little awkward or not are our strong side or our dominant side. But there's this beautiful gift there where it's like, okay, if I release my mind a little bit more, I can get into that soft liquid space of just floating and being and moving in this most intuitive way. And it's free, and it's beautiful, and it's important. And when that feels complete for you, you can just walk your hands forward to the mat into an all fours position. The hands land just ahead of the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, and we'll rinse it out by just gliding the ribs from side to side. Let the hips drag back and wide, and then sliding from side to side. As the ribs glide wide towards the right side, left ear drops towards left shoulder, chin to chest, press down to feel the mat, to feel the back. Slide your hips back, soft belly, ribs wide towards the left side. Right rib drops, right ear drops to right shoulder, chin to chest, press down, mat broaden through the back. Moving from side to side. You could even incorporate some full rib rotations. Let it just flow through you, eyes shut. No real thing to look like. Just new space to feel. Come back to a neutral space. Slide your hips back and undulate through your spine. Allow this wave to ripple through you like a wave crashing up onto the shore. And the spine turns into this liquid, delicious opening. Belly is long, tense and toned, and then rippling forward into the soft, expanded back. And sit your hips back onto your heels. Hands to the tops of your thighs. Lift your chin, breathe and feel. Cool. That's all, my loves. I love you. When you get to try it yourself, really just release your mind. Put on some tunes in the comment in the section below. I listed maybe 5 songs that you can play with and just see how they move you, and let yourself just move. Like, wow, where do you go, right? What does it feel like to just be free in your body? Let go of the thoughts, let go of the mental, and come in. Let yourself become like this channel for divine expression through movement, through body, through breath. I love you so much. Have a beautiful Friday, a beautiful weekend, and I see you soon. Peace out.